Yeah.
Continuing our look at the best of V-Raw, we caught up with talent as diverse as MC Snob Skrilla, fashion designer Donna Scuro, store owner Sarah Green, and Sydney band The Flying Foxes. We put our talent to the test and find out everything from what Snob Skrilla actually means to what it takes to open your own vintage store. So whether you're chasing a dream job or just after some inspiration, it all starts with V.
I'm Tavis.
I'm Chris.
I play guitar and sing.
I play drums and don't sing.
I'm a fashion designer, so currently I'm running my own studio on my own.
I do electro clash hip hop mixed with indie rock, and I'm a producer and a songwriter as well.
We're in my store, Sarah, in William Street in Paddington. I have vintage jewellery and I do my own designs using vintage.
The first memorable thing that kind of shook me was Salt and Pepper, and Hell on Earth was the track. I wore that cassette out to the point where it sounded like demonic recordings by the time I was done with it.
My father used to collect these old Vogues and I just always loved it.
And I was really quite interested in fashion. I think naturally it just became more and more obvious to me that that's probably what I should be doing, so I went and studied at UTS.
So I spent a lot of time just locking ourselves in at night and just rehearsing and writing. Through MySpace, we're able to have people hear our music all over the world, and we just uploaded a track to that, so it goes straight from your bedroom onto the radio, which is pretty crazy.
The Grace Kellys, the Audrey Hepburns, the Jackie O, they had their own sense of style. They knew what suited them, so I suppose by sort of revamping this whole vintage thing is to teach people that they can have their own sense of style.
Skrilla is like Northern Cali slang for cash, and so snobbing it off was basically saying I was going to come in and do whatever the hell I felt like doing, every day in the studio. There's rock tracks, there's proper electronica tracks, drum and bass, two-step, there's everything on the record, This project is not going to fit into any box.
It's good fun. We have quite entertaining beats, fuzzy bass lines, generally narrative-based songs, a bit of a storyline you can follow.
I think what I'm most excited about at the moment is these eyeglass chains that I've just developed as part of the new range. I like styling my ranges with something that's unique.
So these are my signature designs and they're made from vintage glow mesh bags actually.
I got really inspired when I found this great fabric that I sourced from Japan for these great mesh jackets.
Through there is the vocal booth, and that's where I pretty much spend all of my time. I write in my head. I think, and this is a tip, if you can't remember your own lyrics as you're writing it, then how can you expect somebody else to remember it when they're hearing it for the first time as a track?
The biggest challenge is always putting on a great live performance. I went on tour with the Teenagers from France and the UK, and played in Brisbane and Sydney with them, and Black Keys in Sydney as well.
I would definitely say this is my dream job. Yeah.
I get to find beautiful things, I get to wear beautiful things, I get to meet amazing people.
So it is a dream job in that I get to design and I get to be doing what I love doing. But there's a lot else that goes alongside being a business person and having business skills, I think, is the hardest thing for me at the moment.
Have some kind of business background behind you or somebody who can do the business side of things, because if you struggle with that, it makes everything a lot harder, trust me.
I think like being in a band's a choice to be involved in music, not just to jump on a kind of fleeting, ephemeral kind of trend.
A, don't listen to what anybody tells you. If you think what you're doing is good, then do it and perfect it. These days, with the corporate model, it's impossible to get the right people to be hearing your music and get yourself in the right places without those linking factors like V-Raw and other music initiatives. It makes all the difference.